Have you ever wondered why the Master speaks of the guideline for spreading the Tao? True cultivation is not a momentary passion, but a path of courage, wisdom, and unwavering vow. Listen to Gong Living Buddha and learn how to hold high the banner of truth amid life's tempests.
Today, I will clearly speak about the guideline for Tao service. My children, in this lifetime, since you have come, you must live it well, live with worthiness, with sincerity, with beauty, and return in perfection. Only then can you refine your merit and advance in cultivation. My children, to serve the Tao, you must possess unwavering courage that keeps moving forward, not merely a passing enthusiasm. True courage is vast, strong and steadfast, yet also gentle and harmonious. You are the ones holding high the banner, setting an example for the masses, guiding sentient beings onto the righteous path, the bright and upright way. This is not difficult, it only depends on whether you truly wish to do it. If you do not raise the flag, then no matter how strong the wind may blow, it will have no effect, bring no benefit. But when you lift the flag and wave it, you will realize how great the power of the wind truly is. Likewise, if you can devote yourself wholeheartedly to serving the Tao, you will understand how vast and magnificent heaven and earth truly are. Therefore, I say, to serve the Tao, you must first possess courage. Serving the Tao is like a train, constantly reminding, urging, and driving yourself to move forward. You must have a far-reaching vision and steadfast will. You must bear the long-term sacred mission. You must possess both wisdom and bravery, and continually affirm your own role. Only then can you help more people, perfect yourself and others, and benefit both self and all beings. My children, I ask you, what does it mean to honor the former and establish the latter? When there is a beginning, there must be a continuation. The principle of Tao cultivation is to inherit the perfect teachings of the ancient sages and open the path to everlasting peace. Therefore, the work of saving the world cannot depend on just one or two people. You must have a broad heart and clear wisdom to learn and follow the virtuous ones. Because the Tao must be passed down forever, it must rely on those with the will to carry it forward. Each generation of talents must continue the mission diligently, so that the Tao lineage can flow long and far, endlessly and without limit. Thus it is said, when there are the pioneers, there must also be successors. Now, the staff of the Tao lineage is in your hands, yet I see that you have fallen behind. Your hearts are willing, but your strength is lacking, even this small measure of your heart. You cannot yet release. My children, on your path of cultivation, have you discovered your blind spots? Or is it because in the process of practicing and serving the Tao, some parts remain incomplete, causing regression and stagnation? A person's mind and character can only progress by constantly reflecting inward. Only through self-reflection can one renew oneself each day, meaning to keep striving and improving without ceasing. Each of you is a pillar of the Tao's mission. If you are pillars, then first your direction must be clear, and you must understand the principle thoroughly. Only by understanding truth can you attain liberation. Now you have all entered the great test. If you find yourselves confused, unstable, and lost, it is because your grasp of principle is unclear. If you truly understand the Tao's truth, then no careless words of others will shake your heart of cultivation. Wisdom is not mere cleverness. Reading many books does not mean possessing wisdom. True wisdom is accumulated through experience, through patient cultivation, humility, and self-refinement. My children, apply your wisdom as you walk the path of Tao service. The road ahead cannot be fully grasped by anyone. The only thing you can truly hold is the present moment. Therefore, you must have the right direction and true wisdom, so that you will not wander in confusion and waste this precious life. When not in one's position, do not plan its affairs, meaning, do not interfere with matters beyond your role. My children, if you already stand in this position, entrusted with the mission of transforming sentient beings, you must guard it carefully and serve heaven through the Tao. Life is impermanent. You must seize every moment with an impermanence. That is the manifestation of true wisdom. Enduring a little trial is no harm. Be courageous and move forward. Though I have the heart, I lack the physical body. This sacred mission must rely on you, my beloved children, to carry together. My children, when you teach, take Confucian thought as the foundation. Today, many teachings have lost their essence, preferring to speak of Zen masters and Dharma teachers. This is the time of Aries when Confucian virtue is in accord with heaven's movement. What should be taught is filial piety to parents, brotherly love and mutual respect among siblings, self-cultivation, family harmony, governance of the nation, and bringing peace to the world. This is the true way of human ethics, not mere meditation or chanting in temples, but binding firmly the roots of our conscience and original nature. We borrow the scriptures only to confirm one single point from the enlightened master. Do you understand, my children? My children, whether you open your mouth or keep it closed, you must always guard your speech. Speak only words that are beneficial to others, words that can help them nurture and elevate their minds and hearts. For example, why should one practice vegetarianism? Why must one resolve karmic debts and cultivate merit and virtue? To practice vegetarianism is to dissolve the karmic resentments accumulated through many lifetimes. To conceal evil and promote goodness is to purify the bad karma created by harsh and double-tongued speech. And to print and distribute books that encourage goodness is to eliminate the karmic obstructions born from a mind of deceit and false understanding. My children, to accomplish your spiritual body and transform karmic retribution is not an easy task. Therefore, I have shown you many methods to help you remove karmic hindrances. It is not to tell you that the karmic resentments of countless lives that remain unresolved are of no concern. If you continue to give rise to verbal karma, speaking recklessly, saying what should or should not be said, are you not piling sin upon sin? Thus I teach you, speak only those words that are useful, that can aid and encourage others toward goodness, speak them often. But any words that might hurt or trouble others, even a single sentence, must never be spoken. My children, in nurturing the heart and nature, you must learn to live simply, with few desires and little greed. Keep your mind pure, and let your will be steadfast and enduring. As for nurturing wisdom, how should you cultivate it? You must study diligently, practice earnestly, and read widely to gain true understanding. Beyond these, you must also follow the Dharma in cultivation. When you can be of help to others or bring them benefit, you should act swiftly and wholeheartedly to fulfill that good deed. In the very act of helping others, you are also perfecting yourself. The more you put your learning into practice, the more complete you will become, both in your relationships with others and in your filial duty to your parents. In this way, you can remain faithful and trustworthy toward others. Next, in your work, how should you conduct yourself? Reflect deeply. What attitude do you hold when carrying out your tasks? Have you ever truly thought about it? To pursue benefit without harming righteousness, that is the true way. At such times, you must carry the spirit of bearing responsibility with compassion, meaning when it comes to acts of benevolence, you do not yield to others when something ought to be done. You take it upon yourself with courage and sincerity. Give your effort willingly, and work to the point of having no resentment and no regret. To be without resentment is possible, but to have no regret is not easy. My children, principles are easy to speak of, yet when someone reproaches you with a single word, where has your cultivation gone? Does your face change and your heart ripple with agitation? You must learn the heart of embracing labor and reproach, which means to work earnestly, take responsibility without fear of hardship, and remain undisturbed by suspicion or blame. Let your inner and outer actions be in harmony. Do not let your words differ from your heart. If the inside and outside are not in accord, then are you not wasting your cultivation on the path? My children, in cultivation, if you cannot taste hardship or overcome the obstacles within your own mind, it will be very difficult to achieve success on the path. You have all already learned to purify your speech. You are now the chosen successors of the immortals and Buddhas, and therefore must cultivate with genuine effort and true goodness. Do not let the truth you study remain shallow, merely seeing things vaguely and believing blindly. When others return to heaven, would you not feel sorrow if you were to fall back into the prison of karma instead? My children, among fellow cultivators, you must encourage and uplift one another. Must you not? The most dangerous thing among companions on the path is mutual influence. When one advances, all advance, but when one retreats, all retreat together. That is truly perilous. If one of you faces a trial and the rest withdraw together, that is mutual downfall. Therefore, Among cultivators, you must support and remind one another. If your brother stumbles, pull him up. If you stumble, let your brother guide you forward. Say to one another, please, please, make sure to pull me up. Only then will you walk rightly in the way, with sincerity, compassion, and true fellowship on the path of cultivation. My children, to sow seeds is to spread the Dharma to all beings so that they may step aboard the Dharma boat and hear the blessed teaching. If you wish sentient beings to also attain enlightenment, you must first cast the seeds outward, allowing all to cultivate the way as you do. Thus, the path of a fellow cultivator benefits both others and oneself. And this is the true meaning of fellow cultivation. Whether within the temple or in society, there will always be benefactors who help you grow. Remember that human success comes step by step. No one can rely solely on oneself to create heaven and earth or complete a life alone. When others help you, keep their kindness in your heart and repay it with gratitude. As the saying goes, a favor as small as a drop of water should be repaid with a spring overflowing. Human life is a circle of cause and effect. Like a bouncing ball, the more force you give, the stronger it returns. When you harm others, others will harm you. Even indirect harm can wound more deeply. Therefore, from now on, keep a kind heart, speak kind words, and do kind deeds. Regard everyone as your benefactor, and true benefactors will surely appear. Moreover, before you can truly keep a kind heart, speak kind words, and do kind deeds, you must first remove the bad ones, unwholesome thoughts, words, and actions. These are the three poisons: greed, anger, and ignorance. The mouth has four evils: harsh speech, double tongue, false speech, and flattering or enticing speech, called wine new. The body has three evils: killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct. These 10 evils are the flesh and blood of the defiled mind, the root of hell, and must be severed completely to avoid falling into the animal realm. Then practice the 10 virtues. Abstain from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, falsehood, double tongue, harsh speech, frivolous or enticing speech, greed, anger, and wrong views. This is the cultivation of self-discipline, ceasing evil causes and creating good affinities, which means cease all evil, perform all good. Finally, transform the 10 evils into 10 virtues. Turn enticing speech into right speech, falsehood into truthful words, harsh speech into kind speech, double tongue into harmonious words. Transform greed into generosity, anger into compassion, ignorance into freedom and wisdom, killing into releasing life, stealing into giving aid, and lust into purity. This is the beautiful virtue of a person whose moral character is complete. To keep a good heart, speak good words, and do good deeds, though only 9 words, contains profound meaning: resolving karma, purifying the defiled mind, preserving the true mind, guiding human hearts, and realizing equality and enlightenment. What matters most is to act naturally, sincerely, and steadily, without adornment or pretension, without seeking miracles. What flows forth is the divine grace and merciful virtue of the Masters, welling up from the awakened heart that has turned back to the way. My children, we must rely on this visible Dharma hall to cultivate, nurture, guide, uplift, and care for one another. At home it is the same. Do not speak carelessly out of familiarity. Cherish every karmic bond. Live respectfully together. Speak reasonably, gently, and courteously. Remember this well, my children.
Dear friends, if you find this video helpful, please take a moment to give it a like, subscribe to the Divine Grace Teachings channel, and share it with other fellow believers. The merit is boundless. Thank you to all the angels of God.